Here's the 2-star portal. That's the Shadow Portal. As you can see, they have Dune Striders as a power and Musical Duet. The thing to note here is that we want to utilize Dune Striders. And so each round, the first player Shuriman card costs 1 less to play. So we're not going to use Alawi here. We are going to switch to Kaisa, as she's our only Shuriman champion that we have unlocked. And we're going to try just like this. The only other thing that we have to be careful of is Musical Duet. So when the foe attacks, they summon an exact attacking ephemeral copy of their weakest unit with reverse stats, which is really scary. So we have to make sure they don't have too many units on the board, especially ones with high health. It's basically like that Formidable, more or less. We're going to go for level up. And we're going to go into Spiderling. So they have Swarm Tactics. When they attack, they summon an ephemeral attacking spider. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Alright, we are going to replace the Hive Herald, and we're going to replace Exhaust. But we're cool with everything else here. It's kind of nice to get level up, because it helps Kaisa evolve. And she evolves from seeing different keywords on the board. Okay, well, we're going to drop the Aspiring Chronomancer first. And we're going to predict another one.
With the power of time,
as
the
we
possibilities are endless.
And we're going to drop down the Voidling 2. Right now it has Faded. That's okay. I don't think it matters all that much, to be honest. Okay, so to move forward, we are going to drop down Payday. And we're going to use Lucky Find. We're going to give it to our Aspiring Chronomancer. We are going to give it Fearsome, because that's a pretty rare keyword here in our deck currently. We're going to attack with both first. It's only going to be for 4 damage, but that's okay. Maybe. Nope. Not even. Not even 4 damage. Alright, we're going to drop down the Aspiring Chronomancer. That's going to last Predict once again. Well, we do have a spell in hand, so Karma wouldn't be the worst. We'll go for Meganar. I think he actually offers the most
we know how to prepare.
out of those options. Alright, to start things off, we're going to drop down Kaisa here. So we are running Banshee's Veil and Luden's Tempest on her, which is nice. And, excuse me, they do have the attack token, so I'm not going to bother with Exhaust just yet.
They've breached.
Don't touch it. Listen to me.
And we're going to block like this.
Don't touch it.
We do eat some damage, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to pass. That's going to bring us to our attack token turn. Hey, there we go. We leveled up Kaisa.
Every move just makes me stronger.
And now things should be a little bit faster for us. We're going to drop down... Honestly, we might as well drop down Meganar, I think. Nah, we could drop down Quinn. I have a plan. So we're going to drop down Quinn here. We're going to... No, that's kind of obnoxious. We're going to use Second Skin, and we're going to give Kaisa a Scout.
Adapting my methods.
And now we're going to use Exhaust. We are going to reduce the power of the Spiderling and give it Vulnerable. And we're going to attack with both of our Scouts here. And we're going to use Quinn to take out the Spiderling, of course.
There's nowhere to hide.
Icothian Rain will actually do it for us. And we won. So there you have it. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but hey, the job gets done either way.
So long, Void. See you next time.
And it's kind of fun to scale up your cards and stuff in Path of Champions. I haven't seen General's Palace before. I'm going to go for that. That seems pretty broken to me. We have the support champion here. So we already get a bunch of level 2 copies. So we're going to go for Vayne. Vayne's pretty broken, I hear. I don't have her yet in Path of Champions, but I think we'll be perfectly fine. So whenever we first started, if you were just tuning in, we did get level up off of the first power. And our Kai'Sa's starred up as well, so we're good to go. Yeah, so we're going to go up against a BRIGHTSTEEL Protector and go for that champion item chest. The BRIGHTSTEEL Protector has shields up. Their strongest unit gets barrier on the round start, and that's perfectly fine. Kai'Sa, in a sense, counters it, so we're good to go. Nothing to worry about. Actually, I like this hand, but we're going to get rid of the Hive Herald. It has too high of a cost. They just like to give us exhaust, huh? Alright, so we're going to open up with Akshan.
Don't want to die? Don't do terrible things.
I'll write my own story.
And we're going to drop down the Velvethi Elder.
If I can save a life, I must.
And that's going to get Evolve working for us.
In and out.
We're going to attack with both.
They need
It seems kind of silly, but I want to get the free damage out there. Alright. If you have any questions, let me know.
Smell that? A fight's a
We're going to drop down Vayne here
Demons walk among us.
and get her attack condition going for us. There's a bunch of stuff going on here, damn. We're going to use Vayne,
Very well.
block the weaker Cythria, and we are going to use our Elder, block their War Chef, and we're going to eat the 3 damage. We're going to pass. There's no point in us using exhaust this turn. Okay, it's now our Kai'Sa turn. Drop Kai'Sa down.
Friend, I'm here to help.
Currently she does have Spell Shield and Quick Attack, so there's no point in me using Second Skin on the Velvethi Elder or Akshan. So I'm going to use it on Vayne. We're going to get overwhelmed on Kai'Sa, which is going to be great. Alright, we're going to attack with Kai'Sa here. And I think that's it, honestly.
Whoa! Hey!
Yeah, we don't have Kai'Sa leveled up just yet, fortunately. So we don't have the Akathian Rain going for us. But I think that was an okay thing to do. We don't really have any ways of equipping. Okay, never mind. I guess we do. How much is this normally? It's normally 2 cost? I'm not sure. Well, I guess we could use exhaust here then. We're going to use it on the Fleet Feather Tracker. And now we're going to use Payday. We're going to use Lucky Find, and we're going to give it to Kai'Sa. And we are going to give Kai'Sa Tough. I think that's my best option here. And we're going to drop down the Aspiring Chronomancer. And we will predict Diana here.
In this timeline, we're sure to save Ikathia.
I've got your back.
Okay. We're going to use Tumble. And we're going to have Kai'Sa start off with a free attack here. That was kind of funny. So since we used exhaust on the Fleet Feather Tracker, it made it its weakest unit, and it completely nullified Musical Duet. It just showed up for a second and disappeared. It was kind of funny to see.
Death it is.
We're gonna block accordingly. I guess I'll drop the Elder to save us from eating the damage from the Loyal Badger Bear. All their barriers are kind of obnoxious though. It's hard to keep up with. And a lot of our units, as you can see, are pretty low health at this point. We're going to drop down the Steadfast Elk.
For the honor of my house.
Cool. And we're going to use Tumble here, once again. I think. Ah, okay, so we don't have any equipment, so that's why Tumble isn't working correctly. Never mind. We're going to use Exhaust here. We're going to put it on the BRIGHTSTEEL Protector. We do have to be careful because, you know, our Kaisa isn't evolved just yet. I don't know who else I can actually use this on, really. Might as well use on Akshan for now, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. If I attack right now, it's like kind of okay.
And move.
It just, yeah, we'll just do things like that, I guess.
I pity you.
Alright, well, we got another turn to go, and we are losing 2 of our champions, but we do have a level up, so I'm not too spooked by that. We're going to drop down Diana here.
Cold and unforgiving as me.
She has Nightfall, so surprisingly that kind of leveled up Kaisa.
Never understand. Me.
And we're going to drop down Vayne.
Those who kill innocents are no
Oh,
more
the
than
Challenger did.
thieves.
That's what it was. We'll use the Sentinel's Horde. We have to because it's fleeting. And we are definitely going to go for Shield of the Sentinels. Since we have level up, this is huge. And we'll use Second Skin, and we'll copy the Challenger from Diana.
Adding to the arsenal.
And that ends around naturally, so we're good to go.
Laurents are born with blades in hand.
Interesting, very interesting. So we'll drop down Heim. As you can see, he's an 8-10 unit now. And we'll be able to use him to block the 5-3 Loyal Badger Bear. And I think it's time to
Listen to me.
say adios to our Aspiring Chronomancer, although we don't have to. It's actually kind of nice for me to clear out our board a little bit. And we're going to pick Kaisa to start off for a free attack. And since it is a free attack, I think we'll be able to use her Kothian Rain in this match, but we'll see.
I'm coming for you.
Oh yeah. Yep. Good is over. Damn, we won just off of a Kothian Rain. Pretty nice.
The words of the heretic rang true.
Alright. So, we're going to go for a Vecarian Safecracker here. It kind of helps us in some sense. That's pretty much as far as I'm going with that. We have the Champion Item Chest here, and that's why we went through there. We're going to go for a Shadow Totem on Kaisa. So if we're able to just drop her leveled up, it's going to be huge, and we're pretty much just going to end most of our matches just off of a Kothian Rain damage, because we do have Luden's Tempest on her. Anyhow, this is the LoRent Duelist. They have the power on guard. On the round start, they create a single combat in all players' hands. It is fleeting though. And we'll see how it goes. I think we'll be alright. Oh wow, we got Trinamir. Oh, I definitely don't need that. And Leona's probably not that great either. We're gonna replace our exhaust for once. We get a lot of those and they just kind of get in our way. No, this is actually kind of nice for us. We actually have equipment. What the hell? We're going to drop down the Steadfast Elk here. Oh, this is actually nice.
I'm actually here.
And we're going to drop down Jax to follow that up.
Swords.
And Jax is going to get the Elk Tuff.
Old faithful.
And we are going to use Void Seeker. And we are going to take out their Cythria as well. Yep, there we go. We're going to attack with both for a nice 7 damage. And we'll end the round there.
You're covered.
I like it. I like it. Alright, so there's no point in us dropping down Annie on our defensive round. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to open up with Void Seeker. We're going to take out their only unit on the board. That way we don't have to worry about that. And we're going to drop down Vayne. And since they can't do anything, we actually can drop down Annie now.
Fighting to small talk.
And we'll end the round there. Alright, here we go. So, we are going to drop down Vi. She's a really strong unit for 4 cost.
I've got your back.
And we are going to commit to an attack here. We're going to use Vi's Challenger. And we're going to take out the BRIGHTSTEEL Protector. And that should be match. I don't think they're able to come back from this. A little bit too much going on for the AI to react to.
Face me face.
It's like having all of your favorite champions on one board. It's just like, it's so fun, but it ends so fast. Alright, so we're definitely going to go for Condemn with Forbidden Idol. It being, well, actually, if I've attacked 2 times in a round, it would be a 1 cost. But with a Forbidden Idol, and for me to attack twice, I'm probably going to deal Nexus damage, right? So Forbidden Idol would make Condemn free. And I'm cool with free strikes. That sounds like a good thing. Well, I know it is a good thing, but anyways, we're going to go into the shop here. Summoner Stone's actually kind of nice, especially with level up in mind. Yeah, we're going to go for that. We're going to check out the powers too. Okay, we're going to go for Wild Inspiration as well. And we're going to buy another copy of Aftershock. Alright, up next we do have the healing node. We will be healing to full health here before we take on the mini boss.
Huh?
The mini boss
me?
for
Well,
this
okay.
round will be Poppy. She has the power of Heroics. On the round start, she grants her strongest ally 1/1 for each of their other allies. So, best way of dealing with Poppy is and always should be, I think, some effect, would be to clear the board as much as you can, as fast as you can, and as effectively as you can. This is actually a really good hand for us. We're going to keep this. This is fantastic. Yeah, so I think these are all considered created cards. Yep. So all of our champions are now 1 cheaper. We're going to drop down LeBlanc here.
People to be.
And we're going to drop down Ari. And we're going to drop down our Voidling. And we're going to attack with all 3 here. Just like this. And we're going to commit to this. Alright. And we're now able to drop down the Voidling again. But this time has a different keyword and it allows us to draw another card. I'd say this is working really well. Even without getting Kai's, this is pretty nice. We're going to drop down the General's Palace here. It's going to let us rally on round start. That's actually the card I was looking for. Kind of surprised. We're going to exhaust the battling Balladeers. Balladeers, I don't know. And we are going to attack.
My move.
Yep, we're just going to go for it. We are going to use Vayne to challenge it. And here we go.
Too slow.
Or sorry, LeBlanc. Oh, I seen Vayne in my hand. I was like,
Heroes
oh,
around
Vayne.
here somewhere.
Nope. Alright, well, I think we already had Tough on the Voidling, but we're going to drop down anyways. It's a Voidlingception. What? Oh well, we didn't get any more Voidling draws that time. That's okay. We'll drop down Vayne here.
Those who kill innocents are no more than fiends.
And we'll end the round there. Okay, so thanks to the General's Palace, on round start, we get Rally. But what's also nice is all their enemies are, all their units are vulnerable. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna use Void Seeker. Oh, never mind, it's not a follower. We're going to use Aftershock on Poppy. Now that's gonna give us another champion to play with. Unfortunately for them, we got another Vi. Well, unfortunately for us, they get another Poppy, so I guess this is fair. We're going to use our Voidling to block both. Now, Voidling's going to take out one of the Poppies, and the other one's a Fermial, so, you know, that's bound to happen, I suppose. You know, we're going to use Tumble here. We are going to have Vayne attack for free. Unfortunately for us, none of our units have over 5 power just yet, so I can't use Mirror Image. We'll drop down the Void Blaster here. Well, the Void Blaster does, but we don't have enough mana. That sucks. Okay, though. We could do this like this, and that would make Vayne, I don't know, like a 2 cost, I guess. But it looks like we'll be able to win regardless. Almost. If I had dropped the Void Blaster first instead of Ari, that would have been perfectly fine. That's okay though. We're just gonna attack with her right away. Sometimes you have to end your fun early. Just in case, you know, your opponent can react to you stalling out the match, and it might not go the way you wanted it to. Okay, well, I really like Quick Strike Blade. I'm going to go for it on Vayne, and that's going to help her level up too, which I haven't seen her level up animation, so I'm kind of excited to see that. I think the best defense is actually okay here, although Bouncing Blades would be actually cool. So since we have free created cards, basically, Bouncing Blade costs 1, so it would have its cost reduced by 1, making it free. So it's just free damage. Here we're going to go for the Battlesmith, and it's going to take us into an item chest, which I'm perfectly fine with. So the Battlesmith has the power Finest Demacian Steel, and I am going to wait for it to load to tell you what that does, because I don't remember. I know it's its normal power though. When the foe summons an elite unit, it's granted to 1. So that's going to be kind of challenging. This is a weird hand, let me tell you. We're going to replace Lee Sin, and we're going to keep Nautilus and Kaisa. I like how strong Nautilus is, so. Ziggs. Okay. I'm cool with this. We'll drop down Ziggs, so I don't mind. Oh, she's elite. Damn. And we're going to drop down the Steadfast Elk too. That's going to let us draw. We are going to, of course, use our Blade's Edge. And we're just going to use Zone Sit 3 for now. I guess that didn't help us any. Well, I don't want to attack with Ziggs if she's a 5-3, so I'm just going to let this go through. Nice. Very nice.
Discipline and steel.
We are going to drop... If I drop down Vayne, she'll just get popped. I'm going to have to use Blade's Edge on the Vanguard Sergeant, and I have to hope they don't immediately attack. But they don't have any mana.
Glory unrelenting.
Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Damn. We're gonna eat the 10 damage. And we're gonna drop down Vayne here.
Those who kill innocents.
Since
are
she has
no
quick
more
strike
than
blade.
fiends.
Oh, she didn't have quick attack. Damn it. Thought she would. Okay, well that actually foiled my plan entirely. Damn. Alright, well I'm gonna have to go for Kaisa here. It is our attack
There's
turn.
still time.
She isn't
Be
close
had
to...
be.
Yeah, she's in close to evolving. We are going to use Blade's Edge, and we're going to take out the Vanguard Sergeant. Thanks to our double Luden's Tempest.
I'll write my own story.
Yeah, we're just going to attack with
In move.
pretty much everyone here.
I won't
We'll see how
back
this
down.
goes.
What could have been?
Remember the fallen.
I don't know why it's letting me use second skin on Ziggs, but whatever.
The suit's a quick study.
I don't think that changes anything. We're just going to let the other one go, because no point. At least not as far as I'm aware.
For our allies.
Interesting, interesting. We are going to use the Blade's Edge. And we're going to use it to put some damage in on the Vanguard Redeemer. That isn't a Fermial.
It breached.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter how we do that. We'll use it on their Nexus instead then. I was hoping they'd give me a turn to drop down Nautilus, but seems like they wanted to attack first. We're going to use Payday and Lucky Find, and we're going to use it on Kaisa. Unfortunately, we did not get regeneration, which is kind of what I was looking for, actually. But we will give her Overwhelm.
The finest Demosian steel.
Alright. Alright, so we have a couple things we could do here. We're going to use second skin from Nautilus real quick. And we're going to play this a little bit slow, although they do have 4 Demacia in their hand. It's kind of scary. I think we'll be fine. We are going to use Blade's Edge, and we're going to take out the Duran Sculptor before they drop this down. So they kind of, you know, waste it in a way, because they're only using on one champion, or sorry, one card, not even a champion. We're going to use Void Seeker here, and it's going to do a little bit of damage to the Battlesmith first. Next, we're going to use Aftershock on it. And if it were to survive, I would have used the other Aftershock on it, but I didn't need to.
Just makes me
And also,
stronger.
fortunately for us, we did get Ezreal out of it too. Which is going to be really good for us. Especially because we're almost able to level them up. We're going to use Tumble here though. We're going to use it on Nautilus, and Nautilus is just going to smack their Nexus for a full 15 damage. Alright, there we go. Another encounter 1.
Be sated.
It's kind of funny that we have a 4 Demacia here to pick from. We're going to go for the Vecurine Safe Cracker that has Colossal Hammer. Extra stats doesn't hurt if we ever plan on using that unit. Okay, I see. I see how it is. Yeah, I guess we'll go for Rally Banner on it too. Might as well. What does Treasure of the Sands do? Oh, it's equipment. That might actually not be that bad. Yeah, I'll go for it. Okay. That's fine. I'll just have one of those. We have the champion item chest or the normal item chest. We, of course, are going to go for the champion item chest because we have level up. And we have some really powerful champions to work with. So we have Swift Wing Flight with the power Take Flight. When they get their attack token, they summon a Fleet Feather Tracker. This is their normal power. Nothing too crazy. Okay. Well, we are going to go replace our Hive Herald and Exhaust. We'll keep the Void Blaster for now. That's interesting. We got Nevia. Well, we'll drop down the Void Blaster to start things off.
You're gonna take your own damn medicine.
It's actually kind of funny. So we're going to use Blade's Edge on the Patricide Broadwing. And since it's formidable, that actually reduces its damage. And we're going to attack with the Void Blaster too. It's going to hit the Nexus for 2 and take out the Broadwing. Nothing around there. Okay. So we're going to use Exhaust real quick. We're going to basically nullify the Fleet Feather Tracker, making it the weakest unit. And with that in mind, we're going to drop down Quinn.
Demacian needs heroes.
Okay, I see that. So we're going to use our Blade's Edge on the other Fleet Feather Tracker. They have no mana left, and they're going to have to attack with both if they decide to. If they would. So the Musical Duet would copy the Fleet Feather Tracker, but flip its stats, so it would be a 1-0, and thus, you know, it wouldn't exist. So I didn't have to worry about that. At this point, you know, I can drop down Vayne, but I think I want to actually drop down... Wait, this has Shadow Totem. This is so broken. Alright, we're going to buff up Quinn, and we're going to, once again, nullify, basically, the Fleet Feather Tracker. This is so broken. Alright, we're going to use Blade's Edge here. We're going to take out... I don't even know what we're going to take out. We have yet to think on that. We're going to use this Scout real quick. Get some things going first.
Stay on the target.
Now we're going to use Blade's Edge. We're going to take out their Fleet Feather Tracker, which I think has been a common theme so far in this encounter. And we are going to attack with just the Ephemeral one, and with our other cards real quick. And this should end the match, but we'll see. See how it goes. Well, since our last breath Ephemeral, the current Safecracker died, we got the rally token back, so if that wouldn't have done it,
We're safe
we could just
for now.
keep doing it. You know, we don't have to worry about it. Alright. Okay, so we'll go for the Yordle Portal on payday. I think that's okay. We'll get an extra unit whenever we use it. And of course we have the champion item chest. We are finally going to go for regeneration on Kaisa, which is kind of huge for us, honestly. And we are just going to purchase healing. It doesn't really matter because we have nothing else to spend gold on.
You want me?
If we used it
Well,
normally, we would have been
okay.
up to full health anyways. We have Poppy here as the final boss this time around. They have the power heroics. Same as before. Nothing different. We'll see if this one's any stronger. Alright, I don't care for having 2 exhausts immediately. I'm cool with everything else though. I think this is fine. Okay, we're gonna drop down Voidling real quick. I was kind of hoping to get another one right off the bat. We're going to use Void Seeker to follow this up. Okay, they have 1 mana still, so they're alright still. We're going to use Blade's Edge, take out their Yordle Squire, and we have complete board control at this point. We're going to drop down the Steadfast Elk, and we're going to attack with both for, you know, a little bit of damage. And we'll end the round there. Okay, it's kind of time for the main event in a way. Almost time for it, at least. We are going to open up with Blade's Edge this time. And we're going to... Actually, no, I guess we won't. We'll just drop down by.
Here comes the punchline.
Yeah, we'll just drop down a massive unit to kind of discourage them from doing what they're actually doing currently. Apparently it didn't work. We'll block with the Voidling.
So ends their tale.
We're gonna use Blade's Edge on the Nexus. Get an extra damage off on it. And we'll end the round there. Okay, with it now being our attack turn, we're able to do a lot here. We're gonna open up with a Vecker and Safecracker. We're gonna buff up our Steadfast Elk.
Burn you to the bone.
We're going to use Aussian Steel. And we're going to use it on Vi. We're now going to use Blade's Edge. We are going to use it on their Nexus. And we're going to look for an attack here. We are going to attack with one of our Valkyrian Safecrackers. And we're going to use Vi to challenge Poppy. And we'll commit to this attack. As you can see, we get our attack token back because our Valkyrian Safecracker has Shadow Totem as well as Rowley Banner. It's phenomenal. And we're going to attack once again, and this will finish this encounter. This will finish the Shadow Portal. So, we hope you enjoyed watching that.